In a small town in Burgundy, France, population barely over 6,000, a kid spent every waking hour kicking a ball on tarmac while his mother watched from their apartment window ready to call him home for dinner. Fast forward to 2025, and that same kid is terrorizing Premier League defences, becoming Manchester United's most electrifying signing in years. Bryan Mbeumo wasn't supposed to be here. Born in Avallon, tucked away in the Burgundy region, he was miles from the glitz of Paris or London. From age 6 to 13, he played for Club Olympique Avallonais on pitches that were more concrete than grass. His former coach, Patrick Bocquel, remembers him vividly. He had that extra something. He was diligent, hard-working, a real enthusiast, never without his ball. His teammates recall how he'd changed the radio in their mother's cars from classic French hits to R&B and rap, bursting with energy. But beneath that playful exterior was a relentless competitor who hated losing more than anything. At 13, Troyes took him away from everything he knew. For his mother, Angelique, and older sister, Maeva, it was heartbreaking. But Mbeumo had a dream, and nothing was going to stop him. He'd call home in tears, wanting to return to Avallon, but his family kept pushing him forward. By 2018, at just 18, he scored twice in the Gambardella Cup final at the Stade de France. That performance caught Brentford's attention in 2019. Mbeumo had never heard of them before. Why would he? They hadn't been in England's top flight since the 1940s. But Thomas Frank and the recruitment team had watched nearly every one of his matches. They were so desperate to sign him that owner Matthew Benham and the entire leadership team flew to France on a private jet. The deal initially fell through, but they eventually secured their man for a club record £5.4 million. Pontus Janssen, Brentford's defender at the time, recalls co-director of football Rasmus Ankersen saying, "If he's not a world-class player in a couple of years, I'm going to be very disappointed." He wasn't wrong. Mbeumo hit the ground running, forming a lethal partnership with Ollie Watkins and Saïd Benrahma, scoring 16 goals in his debut championship season. When that trio broke up, he adapted, partnering with Ivan Toney to help Brentford reach the Premier League. But here's the thing, he was always in someone else's shadow. First Watkins, then Benrahma, then Toney. For 6 years at Brentford, he was the quiet assassin, the player who did everything right but never grabbed the headlines. Last season, with Toney gone, Mbeumo finally got his moment. He absolutely exploded. 20 Premier League goals, 7 assists, a staggering plus 7.7 goals over his expected goals tally, the highest overperformance in the entire league. Thomas Frank said it best, "He was our biggest miss for 4 months last year. Even with Toney out, he was our key player." Suddenly, Europe's elite were circling, but there was only one club Mbeumo truly wanted: Manchester United. When rumours started swirling last summer, Mbeumo's sister Maeva saw them on social media and forwarded them to her brother. His response? Mort de rire, the French equivalent of laugh out loud. But then he told her the truth. They are not rumours. United are interested and I'm interested too. Maeva was confused. Why Manchester? Their league position isn't very good. But Mbeumo had done his homework. He told her about United's history, their potential to bounce back. "I'm a man of my word," he said. "For now, I'm going there." Despite Brentford rejecting 2 bids, Mbeumo's determination never wavered. In July 2025, Manchester United paid £71 million to make him theirs. Mbeumo didn't just join Manchester United to collect a paycheck, he joined to prove something. Under Ruben Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation, he has found the perfect stage. Operating primarily on the right side of Amorim's 2 number 10s, he formed an almost telepathic connection with Amad Diallo. Together they have become a nightmare for opposing defences. Both rapid, technically gifted and capable of creating magic out of nothing. His combination play with Matheus Cunha and Benjamin Šeško is equally devastating. Šeško's towering presence and exceptional hold-up play provides the perfect foil for Mbeumo's explosive runs in behind. Tactically, it's brilliant. Mbeumo cuts inside from the right, drawing defenders with him, creating space for Amad to overlap or for Bruno Fernandes to dictate from deep. When possession is won, United transition with frightening speed, and Mbeumo is always the outlet. Amorim describes him as a working machine, and after watching him against Brighton, you understand why. From the 7th minute onwards, Mbeumo was everywhere, pressing defenders, tracking back to win possession, creating chances. It's this mentality that has made him indispensable. October 2025 will go down as the month Mbeumo truly announced himself at Old Trafford. 3 games, 3 wins, and one unforgettable performance after another. Against Sunderland, he provided the assist for Mason Mount's opener. Then came the Anfield magic. He scored after just 1 minute against Liverpool, setting the tone for United's first victory at Anfield since 2016. The goal was pure Mbeumo, a perfectly timed run, clinical finish, and an explosion of emotion that sent the away end into delirium. Against Brighton, he saved his best for last, scoring a brilliant brace in a 4-2 victory that sent United into the European places. For these performances, Mbeumo was named Premier League Player of the Month for October, his first ever individual award in England, and he became only the second Cameroonian after Joel Matip to win it. Let's talk numbers because they tell the real story. In just 11 Premier League appearances this season, Mbeumo has scored 5 goals and provided 1 assist. He's averaging almost 3 shots per 90 minutes with a 45% accuracy rate, and his non-penalty expected goals per 90 is an impressive 0.40, placing him in the top 7% of Premier League players. More importantly, he's giving United something they've desperately lacked, a genuine goal threat from wide areas who also works tirelessly out of possession. When you compare Mbeumo to other top Premier League summer signings, the difference is staggering. Sure, Florian Wirtz cost Liverpool £116 million and Alexander Isak broke records at £125 million, but neither has made the immediate impact Mbeumo has. Wirtz has struggled early on, becoming the subject of social media mockery with the 007 meme for big money signings who haven't delivered. Martin Zubimendi has been solid for Arsenal, Victor Gyökeres is still finding his feet in North London, and while Matheus Cunha has impressed alongside Mbeumo at United, it's the Cameroonian who's grabbed the spotlight. At £71 million, Mbeumo isn't just outperforming his price tag, he's proving to be the best piece of business United have done in years. What makes Mbeumo's success even more remarkable is the context. This is a Manchester United side that finished 15th last season, a club in crisis and desperately searching for identity. Amorim inherited a broken squad and has slowly been piecing it together. Mbeumo's arrival has been transformative, not just because of his goals, but because of his mentality. He doesn't hide when things get tough. Against Tottenham recently, United drew 2-2, but Mbeumo's header opened the score and kept them fighting. When Šeško suffered an injury, Mbeumo stepped up to carry the attacking burden. When questions arose about whether United overpaid, he responded with performances that silenced every critic. Off the pitch, he remains remarkably grounded. His family still lives simply and he hasn't forgotten where he came from. He visits his old school and childhood club in Avallon whenever possible, spending hours with local kids, answering questions, signing autographs. He surprised his mother by buying her a house, maintaining close relationships with his old coaches. Miva describes him perfectly. When you see him walking down the street, he has a presence that makes you think he's proud. But when you talk to Bryan, you realize he's a calm person who is not at all proud or self-centered. Money does not go to his head. Looking ahead, the future is incredibly bright for both Mbeumo and Manchester United. The chemistry between him, Amad, Cunha and Šeško is only going to improve as they spend more time together. Amorim's system is clicking into place and United currently sit 8th in the Premier League, only 1 point off top 4. A massive improvement from their 15th place finish last season. More importantly, there's belief again. Old Trafford is buzzing. Fans are excited and at the heart of it all is the kid from Avallon who refused to give up on his dream. But what do you think of the Cameroonians' form so far? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any new videos. We'll see you next time. Bye.